Hey, Drew James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com. I hope you're having a great day. I've worked out a great little fingerstyle version, beginner-ish friendly, of Flowers by Miley Cyrus. Great song, really, really great song, great message. And I think it sounds good on fingerstyle guitar. You know, I really think it transfers over really nicely. So you can get the tab to this for free. I really recommend getting the tab because there's quite a bit that we've got to go through. You can get it from LearnGuitarInLondon.com at the student area. It's completely free to join up. Just takes a name and email address. There's a link in the video and a link in the video description right now. So grab that tab and then we'll be going through it and I'll be talking about bars and the parts that we need. Let's start learning it. This song has 6 pretty popular open chords, and if you're doing a fingerstyle instrumental, I would imagine that you know these already. Those chords are a C chord, a C major 7, where you just take a C chord and lift up the index finger for the open version, an A minor, a D minor, which you use quite a bit in the tune, a G, doesn't matter how you make it, but the 3-finger G is what we need for this, not the 4-fingered folky, and an F major 7. Beginner's F, sometimes I call it. Okay, so let's look. I'm going to do it bar at a time, very much like I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So let's have a look at the first couple of bars. So we're going to start with a C major chord. Now, I like to strum this with the side of my thumb, and I like to dig in. The important thing is not to hit that bottom string. We don't want that E note, right? So you can do this, or if you want to go more traditional fingerstyle, the thumb plays the top 3 strings, index finger plays the G, middle finger plays the B, and the ring finger plays the E. That is the classical approach, and it's something that I've always promoted with all fingerstyle, really. So anyway, if you are going to do that, you're actually going to have to break the fingerstyle rule straight off the bat, because it's thumb on the A string, index finger on the D, middle and ring on the B and on the G and the B, and you're going to pinch like that. But like I said, I like a strum. It just has that nice sort of kind of brushed stroke feel at the beginning. And then we're going to turn it into a normal C chord. We're going to put our index finger down on 1st fret on the B string, play it with our thumb, with our middle finger, and then flick the index finger away. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, pick, flick, 1, 2, 3, pick, flick. So that's the beginning. 2, 3. Then you're going to move to an A minor chord. Now, it's a pretty easy change from C to A minor. You're leaving your index and your middle finger where they are and just taking that ring finger and tucking it underneath on the G string on the 2nd fret. Then you're going to pinch the A and the G string with your thumb and your index finger. Okay, so we've got... Okay, then thumb on the A, thumb on the D. Middle finger, again, going to play the 1st fret on the B, and then flicking it away again. So far. 2, 3. Okay, good. From here on to the next chord. So I'll do the next bar, the next couple of bars, and then I'll do it bar at a time like that. So what we're doing this time is from our A minor. You can disassemble the A minor and just leave the ring finger there on the 2nd fret on the G string, pinching the 2 middle strings in the guitar, so that's the D and the G with the thumb and index finger on the picking hand. Then open D, then 2nd fret on the G that you're already holding down with that finger. Then 1st fret on the B, and then 2nd on the G. You can see you're kind of making the A minor again, really. So you're going from this to that, right? So you're just kind of revealing. If you just watch as I change from bar 2 to 3. Not very successfully there. I'll do that again. So from here, you can see I'm just lifting up that finger to do that. Next bar. 3rd fret on the thickest string, making kind of our G chord, but you don't need to fill it in or finish it. It's just the 3rd fret on the thickest. Pinching that note with the thumb and index and middle on the G and the B. Then open G, then middle, then open G. So it's... Then moving to a C chord from here. Now you don't need the whole C chord. You can just move the ring finger down to fret 3 on the A string and 2nd fret with the middle finger. And I do a little strum there with my thumb, but you can pinch thumb and index like this. So it's Okay, so I think that's a good place to kind of summarise. That's the first line of the song. 2, 3, flick off, A minor, flick off, lifting up middle, G. Okay, or now let's continue. So we're now going to moving down to the next line, line 2, bar 5, A string, D string, making the 3 and the 2 that you're fretting and holding down anyway, then flicking off. And you guessed it, we're going to repeat. So bar 6 is the same as bar 2, and keep listening to that repeat. So we're going to do the A minor again. We've done this already. So basically, we're repeating the bars that are directly above those bars. So 2, 6 is the same as 2, 7 is the same as 3, and 8 is the same as 4. Okay, good. Now we're moving on to the third line now. So this time a slightly different ending. Before it was, whereas this time it's 3rd fret on the B string. So as you're making your C here, use your pinky finger to hold down fret 3 on the B. You should never really dissemble the bass notes of a chord. You want those to ring in fingerstyle. That creates harmony. Okay, so we've got this 3 here. Now from here we're going to move into the bridge of the song. I'll play the next 2 bars. Okay, so it's starting to pick up a little bit, and the thumb is walking on the bass notes here. So what am I doing? 3rd fret on the B string. I'm pinching the A and the B together. Then I'm playing the B by itself, just with my middle finger. Then I'm going to pinch again on that 3. So we're staying on those 3s for a while. Then I'm going to lift up the ring finger to reveal to the index. Now I should probably explain what I'm doing there. So as I'm fretting fret 3, I'm also keeping my index finger fretted on fret 1 on the same B string. Okay? The reason being that I'm going to be doing hammer-ons from the B like this. And if fret 1 isn't held down, then, well, we're not hammering on, but we're hammering on from an open string. Like this rather than... So we have to have that index held down and the ring finger at the same time for this next part, where we play fret 1, we lift up the ring finger, strike it, and then with the ring finger we're going to hammer it down, slap it into the fretboard, like so. So let's put that together again. And then to finish, then we play the open A string again, as you could hear, then 2nd fret on the D string. So it's kind of based loosely on a D minor. And then another bass note. So I'll do it slowly. Good. Next, we're going to do exactly the same principle, but the D string, the 3rd string down, is going to be the focus of the thumb. Listen. So you can hear now the thumb is playing there, and there's no 2, this note anymore, that's gone. So it's 0, 3 pinch, then 3, 0, 3 pinch, hammer 3. Okay, good so far. So putting those 2 bars together one last time. Good. Next 2 bars go like this. Okay, so E and B string pinched, B string by itself pinched, 2nd fret on the D, E and B pinched again, 2 2nd frets on the B, and 2nd fret on the G. So I'll do that again. Now you can leave that 2nd fret held down throughout, but I like to lift it up because I don't like the harmony there. Like so. Then E and B again, pinched, 1st fret on the B, and then move that 1st fret up to the G string and put the ring finger on fret 3 on the B string and pinch with the thickest string, index and middle. These 2 notes that are being held down, we need to play them in the pinch. It's a 3-fingered pinch. Okay, and that sets us up for the chorus. All right, great. Well done so far. Now let's move into the chorus. Okay, so always keep the melody in mind. You know the song, that's why you're here. So think about what the melody sounds like, because that's what we're playing. Open A string, 2nd fret on the D, then 2 open E strings. That's the melody there. Then pinching the A and the E, then 3rd fret on the B, 1st fret on the B. Then moving to a D minor chord from here, right? Lifting the index finger up and pinching the D, G, B and E string, the bottom 4 strings with thumb, index, middle and ring. Okay? Now you may hear I roll it like this. Either sounds great. Then 1st fret on the B, so you complete the D minor. Then middle, index, thumb on D, ring, middle, index. So that bar is... kind of rolling down the strings after the pinch. Okay, so putting that together again. Next 2 bars, 16 and 17. Okay, so 3rd fret on the thickest string to make our G note, playing that, then open D string with the thumb, then 3rd fret with the pinky finger, like you're doing a G chord, but just moved up to the B string, playing that twice. Then the 2 threes, we're keeping these held down, we're going to pinch those 2 on the E and the B. Then 1st fret on the B with the index finger that's spare, that's why I'm using pinky and ring. And then flicking off to the 0 on the B string. Okay, good. So moving on to the next bar, it's a C chord. Take your C, pinch, thumb, index, middle and ring, thumb on the bass note on the A string, index, middle and ring on their respective strings, pinching those, or rolling like this, but pinching. Thumb on D, middle, thumb on A, index, 2nd fret on A. So you've kind of taken your C chord and you're doing a bass run down from C to B, and then open G. So that bar again. Okay, good. So let's go up to that point with the chorus. Okay, so the reason for that is what's about to happen is there's going to be a repeat. So 18 is the same as the beginning of the chorus, which is 14. So you've learned this already. And this part around the D minor. Now, 20 isn't quite the same as 16 because there's just a little change. So this is the same, 3rd fret on the G, open on the D, 2 3s on the B, and then this time we've got a pinch on the thickest string and the thinnest string, which is how it's deviating from the other bar. Then 3rd fret on the B, then 1st fret on the B. And then back to your C chord again. This bar is exactly the same as the bar directly above it if you have the tabs. You've already learnt this, where you pinch the C, then thumb, index, thumb, then moving the note down. Okay, good. Right, so kind of quite a repeat, very similar. Next, this is bars 23 and 22 and 23. Okay, so open A string, 2nd fret on the D, then 3rd fret, I like to use my pinky for this twice, so by themselves, then open A string with the ring finger, then open on thinnest, and then back to the 3, so slowly. Then take that pinky, slide it up 2 frets to fret 5, pinch the D string this time, and the 5 that you've just fretted, then let go on the thinnest string and play it open, then open D, 3rd fret on the B, open D again, 1st fret on the B, open. So that bar is... next bar. This is bar 24. 3rd fret on the thickest string again. Open on the G string. 2 3s with the pinky again. Notice this ring and pinky are doing a lot of work in this song. Playing that twice, that B string on the 3rd fret twice. Then moving the pinky down to the 3rd fret on the thinner string like you would if you were doing a G chord this way. Pinching thumb, index, middle and ring, big pinch. Then 1st fret, that's why we do the G this way, so that the index finger can get to 1st fret on the E string quickly. Okay. And C. Okay, so that's the next bar. So moving from this, we're going to move the ring finger down to the 3rd fret on the A string. We're going to pinch the A and the E, and thumb on the A, completing the C chord with the middle finger on the D string. You don't need the index finger if you don't want to for the C. Then, so we've played that with the thumb, and then back to the bass note. Then open thinnest, 3rd fret on the B. Once again, the pinky can take charge of that. Index can take charge of the one that's needed afterwards. Okay. That's the next part. So you're going to make an F major 7 as we talked about at the beginning of the lesson. So middle and ring finger down for that F major 7. You don't need the index just yet. You're going to pinch the middle 2 strings of the guitar, the D and the G, with the thumb and index. Then open E string, 3rd fret on the B string, 1st fret on the B string. Once again, pinky and index finger in charge. Then move the index finger up to the G string and do a pinch on the thickest G and the B. Okay, and then there's your holding there. And then you're doing this part here. So that's 1st fret on the B string, flicking off, 2nd fret on the G. So let's put that together for you for the beginning of that line. And then that part. So the important thing to understand about this is the bass notes are going to be, there's going to be 4 per bar. They're doing this. Apart from that last bar. So the first bar is open A, open E, then pinching E and A, then E, then pinching E and E, then 3rd E and A, then 3rd fret on the B, open A, 1st fret on the E. I'll do it slowly. Okay, carrying on into 29, open D this time, 1st fret, keep that F note held down. So it's very similar to what you did before. Thumb, ring, pinch, ring, but lift up the 0 to 0, then 3rd fret on the B string, pinching that with the G, then 1st fret. 3rd fret on the thickest string and pinky finger on the 3 on the B string, keeping that held down. Bass, middle, pinch. So this is the 3s that we had before, pinching those. So bass note by itself, then middle, then pinching, then pinch, then 1st fret, open E string. And finally into this bracketed one, it's moving the ring finger down to the 3rd fret on the A string, playing that with the thumb, open E, pinching, open E, and 2nd fret on the A string and pinky finger on the 3rd fret on the E string, pinching those, then open on the E, 1st fret on the B, open on the B. Now at this point in the song, you can then repeat. You can go back to bar 2, which I didn't play in the video but at the beginning, but this is how it goes round. So you can then play the whole thing through again. And then when you get to that section that we just learnt, you'd skip out number 1 and instead go to number 2. So I'm now going to skip out one. And repeat. And this is how you can finish the song. With the ending being a pinch on the A, D and G string. Okay? Really hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks for staying with me to the end. Keep on playing and I'll see you again soon for another fingerstyle guitar lesson.